What's going on, everybody? Got a few announcements to make and a couple shout outs. So starting on my journey, was doing some landscaping, tree felling, and cleaning up, and I had a dump trailer, 20-foot dump trailer that I started with, and then I saw a couple guys on YouTube that were running roll-offs, and I had no idea what a roll-off was, and so I was like, man, I could get that roll-off, have a dumpster on site doing my tree work, load it up, and then rent different ones out and have one trailer and be able to do, you know, different things at the same time. So that's kind of where the wheels started rolling, and so I started getting pretty serious in it, running some numbers and figuring out what I could do financially with where I was at with my tree business. And then, so then I ran across Josh Roman's page on YouTube, and they were getting ready for the Lone Star Dumpster Showcase last year in November. So I was getting pretty serious, fixing to pull the trigger. Well, I already did. I bought a roll-off, and it was in the middle of being made, so I booked my tickets, and you know, just to see if I could learn something from the Expo. And I think a week and a half before the Expo, I got my LLC for the dumpster business, and I got one for my tree service, to kind of keep those two separated. And so I show up to the showcase, and I had 7 rentals. I had talked to some friends when I was picking up the dumpsters for went and got a reeving system from Texas Pride. So on my way back, I was unloading dumpsters and loading them back up to deliver the next day, because I already had some stuff planned out. So anyway, so we got to I'm there at the showcase, and I've had my LLC a week and a half. I've had 7 rentals. So I got introduced to a couple people. Everybody's new, you know, because I was just getting into it, didn't know what was going on, didn't really have an idea, and met some guys that had come down from New Mexico and from different parts of the United States that had come in, and some from South Texas and some that were local. And so, and I met Jack and David that run Magnate. So I got with those guys and had them launch my website in January. So January of this year, my website was up and running, and so I just been, you know, taking little steps. I got some good vision from the showcase. I got really good contacts from like 2 or 3 people that I met there that I've been bouncing off questions all year, and I'm glad that I had a few of them so I didn't overwhelm 1 or 2 people. So I've been asking different questions, and getting opinions and stuff as I go along through this roll-off journey. And I didn't even have a logo thought of. I just had my name and the LLC put on paper legally, you know, and then had the showcase. And then I saw these dumpsters. I was like, man, that would be cool. So I got a vision from what Keystone was presenting at their dumpsters, and then that's what I created my logo from. So so I had a goal that I strive to meet from that showcase, and going in not knowing anything, coming out energized, full of ideas and what to do, what not to do, kind of presenting myself as a brand, as you know, to build my reputation around a vision, and just kind of going from there. So just last week I sold my Texas Pride stuff, and got rid of those dumpsters, kind of exchanged them, and I've had kind of exchanged those Texas Pride dumpsters, and I had that vision from the showcase, and now I get to kind of see those things start popping up. So I stayed connected with Josh Roman a few months ago and ordered a Cam Concept hook lift trailer, doing research and whatever for what style I wanted. I already had a reeving system cable pull that was, you know, top of the line. Yeah, you know, you hear things about Texas Pride, but once I got the kinks ironed out from the manufacturer, it's just a quality control thing. So once I band-aided, not really, once I replaced all the things that, there's just little things that were wrong. It's a really solid trailer, so I was really pleased with it. So I've got to experience the top of the line, just as far as roll-off trailers, just the reeving system side of it versus a winch. So didn't have to worry about charging batteries. If I ran out, I just grabbed the can of gas in the truck, filled it up, and kept going. If I forgot, I didn't have to run the issue of forgetting to charge anything. So anyway, I got a hold of American AF Trailer Sales through Josh and ordered this Cam Concept hook lift trailer. So I just got it in, and it's really awesome to see the vision that I got from the showcase all falling into place. And I forgot to mention ICANNs. So from the relationships that I had made through the Expo, the wheels turning and, you know, new stuff coming out. So ICANNs come out, and from the group, from the showcase, I got to apply ICANNs to my dumpster business to streamline everything, track my dumpsters, and it's made life so much easier. And now that I'm going from 6 dumpsters, now I have 10, and I'm adding 4 more in a couple weeks, so I'll have 14 dumpsters to be tracking around. So that was another positive thing that came out of the Expo, was to be able to jump in and be a part of the ICANNs family as well. Just picked up my last 2 15-yard dumpsters just to add to what I offer. I've had a few people that have asked for smaller dumpsters, and I've always needed more 25-yard dumpsters. So I've added more. I had to wait for the hook lift trailer because I didn't want to add the Texas Pride, the proprietary rail system. I didn't want to add to that setup, even though I needed to. I was patient and waited to see what I had envisioned for what the goal that I had for my business. So I waited for that to come through. So now the stuff that I add is all standard rail, running hook, 54-inch. And so when I add a truck later, I don't have to change any dumpsters. I've already got all my stuff set up. I've already got the logo that I had seen from Keystone. I implemented into my business and knew where I was going. So I got to see all that come in, and, you know, had Sam, Philpott, and Bram help me out and ordering and placing and adding stuff to make the trailer just right for the setup. We added a couple safety things, and Bram looked over and did the inspection with me when I got the trailer from Cam Concept. So we added a few things to make it just that much safer. So that was awesome to see him kind of step in and offer that for me. And then they were, you know, waiting for the trailer to come in for me to pick up my dumpsters. And so just, it was cool to see somebody excited for me, for my growth in my business. And that's the kind of people that I need around, and that you need around in your business, in your life. Just people that'll support you and be happy for you and in your success. So if you haven't already, if you're on the fence, the Expo is coming up in November. You need to get your tickets. If you're in a junk removal business and you're thinking about roll-offs, you don't have to be in the business yet. I mean, all I had was my LLC for a week and a half and a handful of rentals, and showed up, got connected, got the ball rolling without having to, oh, who's this and where do I find this guy, and the reputations. People that Josh invite to the showcase, he's dealt with personally. So they've already have a good reputation, because I've walked it out. I mean, I've got the stuff. I've got the website. I've got the dumpsters. I'm doing, I'm happy with my success because of the showcase from last year. So if you haven't got your tickets and you're on the fence, you need to go. There's nothing holding you back except you. Great group of people. Get connected. Get your resources. Take notes. You'll have phone numbers and people to call. You won't have to be looking up. We won't have to be Googling anybody. You'll have everybody right there. You get to see people's personalities, shake hands, see who you click with, see who's personality, that you get along with, that you could work with, that best fits you. And then you help people gain and build your vision based off of other people's success, and kind of build and help each other. So that's just, a quick shout out for this event. We've got 100 days left, a little more than 100 days left, depending on when I throw this out there. So you can't go wrong. Family friendly environment, bring your kids. They've got plenty of stuff to do. They've got excellent people coming and speaking with wealth of information. I'm looking forward to it, because now that I've been in it and I have a better grasp, I have a further grasp than I did last year. So now I know I'm going to pick up more, because a lot of stuff that probably went over my head last year won't this year, and I'll be able to grow even more and keep getting better. So I hope to see you there. Get your tickets, man. Don't wait.